Hello dear students, welcome back. Today I am going to deal with three topics in this video: Bodmer's rule, average and unitary method. Now let us first see what is Bodmer's rule. When we have a complex question which is a combination of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, we follow a particular order to simplify the sum. This process is termed as simplification through Bodmer's. Now let's see what is Bodmer's. BODMAS, where B stands for brackets, O for of, which means multiply, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. In both of and multiplication, we multiply the numbers, but of is solved before division and multiplication is solved after division. So this is the order with the help of which we are going to simplify a complex sum. Let's see how do we do it. Now here we have a complex sum where we have almost all the operations. Let us see how do we solve it or how do we simplify it with the help of Bodmer's. Now, the first thing we have to solve is the bracket. So we underline the operation we are solving. That makes it easier. So we underline the operation we are solving, that is the bracket. 7 minus 5 is 2. Now rest of the numbers and operation remains the same. After bracket we have of. So we underline the operation. 2 of 3 means 2 into 3 is 6. Rest of the numbers and operations remains the same. Now we have D, that is division. 54 divided by 6 is 9. Rest of the operation and numbers remains the same. After division we have multiplication, so we underline multiplication. 4 into 2 is 8. Rest of the numbers and the operations remains the same. After multiplication we have addition. So we underline addition here. 9 plus 8 is 17. Minus 6. We need not underline anymore since only one operation is left, that is subtraction. 17 minus 6 is 11. So this is the way how we simplify a complex sum with the help of Bodmer's rule. Next, students, we have average. Now what do you mean by average? Average of a certain number of values or quantities indicates what the equal distribution of that quantity would have been. Average is the central value of a set of numbers and is also called the mean of a set of value. Average is also called the mean of the set of values. Now, how do we find the average? Average is equal to sum of all values by total number of values. So, the formula of average is sum of all values by total number of values. So, if we have an example here, average of 2, 3 and 4. How do we find the average of 2, 3 and 4? We know we have to first find the sum of all values. So we write 2 plus 3 plus 4. We have to divide by total number of values. Total number of values here is 1, 2, 3, 3. So we have 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. So this is how we find the average of given set of values. Now from this basic formula, we have two more formulas here. Suppose if you have average and number of values in your sum and have to find sum of values. So how do you find the sum of values? Sum of values will be average multiplied by the number of values. When you have to find the number of values, you divide the sum of values by average. Now we have a sum here to explain how we solve and find out the average of a set of values. In this kind of sum, we have to first find the set of values. So here we have to find the average of factors of number. Now factors means the numbers that divides 15. So all the numbers that can divide 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15. So how do we find the average now? Since we have the set of values, average is equal to sum of values, that is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 15 divided by number of values 1, 2, 3, 4. So we divide by 4. We have 24 by 4, that is 6. So the average for factors of 15 is 6. I hope average is clear, children. Next we have unitary method. Now the word unit means one item of a certain quantity. In unitary method, we first find the value of 1 unit and then the value of required number of units. Now here we have certain points to remember before we do unitary method. We have already studied about multiplication and division. When the value of 1 unit is given and we need to find for more, we multiply. When the value of many units is given and we need to find for 1, we divide. When the value of many units is given and we need to find for quantity other than 1, we first find the value for 1 by dividing and then by multiplying. So every time we do a sum for unitary method, we need to know the value of 1 first. To explain this, we have an example here. 5 pence cost rupees 80. What is the cost of 3 pence? So cost of 5 pence is 80. Just now we studied that we have to first find the value of 1. To find the value of 1, we divide. So cost of 1 pen is equal to rupees 80 divided by 5. That is rupees 16. After we get the value of 1, we can find the value of the required number now. The required number is 3 pence. So therefore, the cost of 3 pence is equal to rupees 16 into 3. That is rupees 48. So this is the basic rule for unitary method. I hope, dear children, you have understood BODMAS, average and unitary method. Do follow my videos and continue with your daily assignments. Stay safe. God bless you.